Did you know that this show is the last series to be filmed at the Warner Brothers Ranch, again using the house from the show Bewitched? Following the completion of filming in 2023, the area was demolished and sold to developers. So I was really happy with the finale episodes we got for Agatha All Along. I was kind of skeptical about this show. It was one of those shows that I wasn't super intrigued in. It just felt like an extra show for Halloween and the fall. But I'm actually really glad that I gave this show a chance because I think it's a really good show. There's a lot of haters out there, a lot of reasons why they don't like it, but me personally, I thought this was a really solid show. Especially these last two finale episodes were really good. They stuck the landing. Got a lot of things I want to say, so I'm gonna get right into it. I really liked just how they split up the two finale episodes. I thought that the performances put on by both Kathryn Hahn and Aubrey Plaza in the first finale episode was incredible. They just have such a unique relationship. Their dynamics are crazy. And of course, it was just so great seeing Lady Death finally portrayed on the screen, and Aubrey Plaza nailed that role. I think she did an amazing job. I mean, she really embodied the character of Lady Death. She's beautiful, she's creepy, she's sexy. I mean, she's got it all. And she just put all of her acting abilities into Lady Death, and I just love the face-off in this show between Agatha and her. I knew there was going to be a showdown because there's a lot of bad blood between them. There's a lot of history between them. And it just made for some really good entertainment. The story, we continue to just keep finding out more and more about Agatha's reasonings and just more about the road and the whole history of the road. And you want to cheer for Agatha at times, but at other times you know she's very conniving, she's very scheming. I mean, it was talked about multiple times, like she just killed witches because she could. It's how she got all of her power. She just killed witches, which is like a big no-no in the witching world. Went to show who Agatha really is, but there was also a couple points in this episode I loved. There was a little redemption arc for Agatha when it came to she was going to give up Billy, but then Billy convinced her in a very beautiful way that she should be the one to give herself up to death, and she did. I just think that's what Agatha needed, was a little redemption. She's a very broken individual, a very hurt individual, and I just love the relationship she has with Billy. Billy is really like the extra son that she never had. But also it was kind of like the reckoning that Agatha was going to be in for. All this stuff she's done for hundreds of years, it's going to catch up with you eventually. Death will catch up with you eventually. There's an awesome twist in this episode. I'm not going to go deep into it because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it yet, but I will say I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very smart move. You know, a lot of focus was on Billy too. We finally got to see him in his full Wiccan outfit, in his full Wiccan mode, so that was really worth waiting for. Can't wait to see more of him in the future. But also we get some hints at Tommy. A really great job, honestly, just really great character development when it came to Billy's character, and I think Joe Locke did a great job as well. He was a very enjoyable character. He was very entertaining and very well fleshed out. These last two episodes were very emotional. I had a feeling it would be, just because, you know, we're getting down to the last couple witches. They've lost a lot of witches. It was bound to happen. We were bound to have a big loss coming up and a big realization coming up and just some heartbreaking things that happened, but it was necessary, and I'm just so glad to see that it was well done. It really did stick to landing, doing all these characters justice and bringing us full circle with everything, answering all of our questions, but also leaving some mysteriousness out there for us to think about. The second part of this finale was interesting too. I liked how they went about this. They went in a non-linear order, and there are times I don't like when movies and shows do that, but in this case I thought it was a good idea to go that route. We finally got to see, you know, what all the talk was about with Agatha and her son Nicholas. Man, that whole episode was heartbreaking as heck, man. It was sad. You know, all this bad stuff that I've been talking about Agatha, let me be clear, Agatha is not a good person at all. She is a terrible person, but there was definitely times where I was very sympathetic towards her. My heart hurt for her, my heart broke for her, and it was just crazy. Like, it was just such a good episode. An interesting ending to this finale. I was hoping for a little more of an ending, a little more punch at the end. I was kind of hoping for a Wanda appearance at the end. I know a lot of people were. And of course, we know Lady Death, she's still around, and I don't know what the future holds for any of these characters, honestly. I'm always keeping track of new movies and new shows and everything Marvel when it comes to stuff like this, because now that we've seen Lady Death in her full glory, I want to see her start interacting with Thanos and Deadpool. Like, there's a lot of possibilities that, you know, Marvel can do with Lady Death. A lot of things they can do with Tommy and Billy. I know we're building up to the Young Avengers because Wiccan and Speed are both in the Young Avengers. A few of the characters who are in the Young Avengers already have shows. They've already been introduced. Like, we're building up to that. But Lady Death, I really fell in love with her character. I really, really hope she's utilized well in the future. She just can't end this way, and I don't think Marvel has any plans to just make her disappear like this. I really do think she's going to come back, and I hope in a really strong, powerful way. And of course, I know Wanda's coming back. We all know Wanda's coming back. I was just hoping that this would be the show where we finally see her come back, but I guess not. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of crazy things happen before Doomsday, but definitely before Secret Wars. So for the finale episodes of Agatha All Along, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10 Mudflaps. And remember to leave me a thumbs up and drop in the comments below. Who is your favorite witch from this show? See you next time.